It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Gardner Minshew. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Titans and the Jags, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by a guy whose play and signature mustache took Jacksonville by storm in 2019. The author of Minshew Mania, now he goes against the Jags. Gardner Minshew. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Titans at 0-16 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about how everyone feels. Because to me, you've got to focus on everyone in the locker room right now. That's what you're playing for. The future, it'll take care of itself.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 3rd and 3. Motion man left is Kirk. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Andre Cisco there on the stop. 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were throwing pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
23-yard line.
Now Minshew. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they work this well outfield across the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Minshew. This pass complete to Ruckert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Minshew sets to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. 23 yards on the play. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. 17-0 our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it as we resume action. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back Leonard Fournette. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Shifts by him. Still going. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, I'm gun. Alert!
Now Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, let's go.
Etienne. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Jeremy Ruckert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now Lawrence changing to play. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. A short throw to Ingram. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work it.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Out come the Titans now. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return, here's Agnew. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before? Or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. On third down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Right, let's go.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
19 yards. And the Titans first down.
So only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and make...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 54.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Chris Wormley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Open man is Osborne. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, it's Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Fournette. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Fournette again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Now Lawrence down around his goal line. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try again. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Leonard Fournette. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. That pass caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, 7. And a Jaguar 1st down.
ETN up the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line. Another tote for Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hey, Lions!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. 2nd down and 4. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say